Right, for more insights, we're joined by Makram Rabha, the assistant professor at the American University of Beirut. Thank you so much for joining us on CGTN, Professor. Let's begin with the big picture.
Thank you for having me.
We've seen the hostage-prisoner exchange and people returning to their homes. But what are the real prospects for the ceasefire to become a lasting peace?
I think one should look beyond the logistical aspects of the ceasefire. What is needed here is a clear political project moving forward, be it from the side of the Israelis or from the side of the Palestinians, because leaving both parties' fate to people like Netanyahu and the hawkish right-wing people, or Hamas, who will continue to fight throughout the misery of the Palestinians, is not sustainable. And this is why there's a lot of pessimism when it comes to the current ceasefire.
Professor, the most difficult issues such as what happens to Hamas weapons and who actually govern Gaza have been kicked down the road. So how critical of an obstacle is this? And could this cause the entire process to collapse? Your take?
The problem is not only what Hamas stands for. It's basically what could come out from the remnants of Hamas. Particularly disarming Hamas is important, but as long as there's an elephant in the room, which is basically the Palestinian problem or the lack of sovereignty and security for the Palestinian people, disarming Hamas should be the least of our priorities. What should be our priority is a sustainable future forward for all sides concerned.
Professor, with new political discussions on the horizon and Hamas expressing a willingness to hand over power, what kind of governing body do you think is actually achievable on the ground in Gaza?
I think that Hamas, when it talks about a kind of a consensus government or when it acknowledges a kind of a national government, is just trying to play around. Because we know for a fact that it does not acknowledge anything but its political and religious doctrine. However, I believe that down the road, the Palestinians have a very tough choice to do. They should invest in a new political power and an entity that actually puts their own interests before the interests of the political sides involved. And I think at the moment, Hamas has no legitimacy to claim that it will cooperate with whoever Palestinian national side exists.
Thank you so much, Professor, for sharing with us your insights. We appreciate it.